Hello everyone, welcome back to Dan the Gaming Man's YouTube channel. Today, got an unboxing for you. I picked up both of these back when they originally came out. First one is the Mario Game & Watch, which came out in 2020 to mark the 35th anniversary of Super Mario. And in 2021, they brought out a Legend of Zelda one to mark the 35th anniversary of that franchise as well. So what we're going to do today is we're going to unbox both of these Game & Watch. I've never opened them, I've never played them. I've been keeping them for what reason I don't know. Maybe on the off chance I started a YouTube channel, perhaps. But we're gonna open them up today. We'll have a little play and see if they are any good. So here they are. We have the Game & Watch Super Mario Bros. And the Game & Watch Legend of Zelda. You can see they feature a colour screen. You can see there on the image as well. They look fantastic. Let's have a quick look at both. So we'll start off with the Mario one. So we can see it features Super Mario Bros. And Super Mario Bros. 2, which is the Lost Levels edition. It's also got a game called Ball, and it's also got the time, which is what you'd expect because it's a Game & Watch. Now, the Zelda one seems to feature more. It did come out a year later, and they perhaps decided to put a little bit more effort into it, or they could just squeeze more onto the memory. But when you have a look at the back here, it actually features 6 things, including 3 Legend of Zelda games. You've got The Legend of Zelda, Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link, and then The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, which is an absolute classic. One of the best in the franchise, in my opinion. The others that we have here are Vermin, which is a classic game featuring Link. It's the Link version. We've also got a playtime clock, and we've also got the playtime timer, which says Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. So 2 versions of the clock as well. So we're going to open it up. See what comes inside the box, and yeah, we'll have a little play. So we need to open this up, and we're going to use my trusty sharp thingy-mabob just to slice down here on the sticky bits. That should make it easy, because what you have here is a sleeve, which is very cool. It features all of the Mario imagery that you'd associate with the game, because it's turning what is a very plain box into something Mario related for the anniversary. So as you can see here, it just says Ball, which is the game that we know is featured on here, and all the stuff on the back is still there, of course, which shows that it is a Super Mario edition. What we should do before we open them up and have a play, let's open up the Zelda one as well. So we'll open up the Zelda one so we can do a side by side and see what this one looks like. I assume it's going to say Vermin on it, so just very carefully cut through the sticky bits with my trusty sharp thingy-mabob. And let's take the sleeve off. Again, it's got all your Zelda, Legend of Zelda imagery on it that you'd expect. And there you go, there's the case, and as expected it says Vermin, which is the game that we expected would be on there. But again, when you look at the back, it's got all the Legend of Zelda games and information. So as a side by side, let's have a quick look. So when we put them together there, we can see that there's nothing on here to give you any clue that this is going to be a Mario and Zelda game, except for perhaps the colour red and green, which we would associate with both games, of course, just around the trim of the Game & Watch. So we're going to open up the Mario one first. So let's open up the box. Should slide right out. A little pop-up I can see coming up that says special thanks to you. That's very nice. I don't know if anybody in the comments can tell us if the original Game & Watch said that, but you can actually see here that we have Mario in the top corner. There you go, just put it in focus. There's Mario in the top corner in the juggling or ball game that we're going to see on the Game & Watch. So as we pull up these flaps, it should slide out like that. There you go. Oh, very nice. So I think that's everything from the box. What we can see here is your warranty, instructions, that kind of thing that none of us ever look at, do we? Let's throw that over there. And then the box, we've got a what's this? It's a USB-C type. That'll be for charging it up. Hopefully it's got some charging so we can get playing directly. And there's not much else there except for the Game & Watch itself. So let's work out how to open it. It seems to come out the side here. That flips over, and there we go. We have a Game & Watch. So we'll pull it out of its protective little bag, and there you go. Very small, isn't it? You can see that it is quite a small little thing. Now the only thing I have to hand that we could do a size comparison to is this Switch game. So if you put them side by side, you can kind of see the size of it. It's very small. I mean, you could definitely carry that in your pocket. It would serve as a watch, I think. A little pocket watch, maybe. So before we power it up, let's just have a quick look at the features of the hardware. So we've got the face here. Again, not too sure of the measurements. You've got your two buttons, B and A. We've got pause, set, time and game. We've got a nice little D-pad there. The logo, the Game & Watch, Super Mario Bros. There. And on the side here we have our USB Type-C port. Also a power button here, which is out of focus. There you go. That's your power button. On the top there doesn't seem to be anything. On the other end or side we have another little port, possibly. I'm not too sure what that is. I'm not sure if anyone in the comments would like to tell me what that is exactly. So let's turn it on with the power and see if it works. Well, unfortunately it doesn't seem to have any power in it, so we are going to have to give this a charge before we can turn it on and have a play. So while that's charging, let's open up the other one and I can charge them together and we'll be able to play them and see. So again, as we open it, special thanks to you. And you can see, if you can see there, we've got Link as the whack-a-mole guy, or as this game is called, Vermin. So again, if we slide it out, this one, the box is a different colour. I think the other one we had was white. We've got the warranty and health and safety information, as you'd expect, and just like we did with the Mario one, we're going to toss it to the side. So the box is a little bit nicer. Got the Triforce logo there, and it's got a little stand as well, it seems. That's quite a nice touch, I think. That's for if you want to have your Game & Watch on display, perhaps on your shelf or desk. But yeah, that's a nice little touch. They obviously have made a few changes since they released the Mario one a year earlier. So let's open it up. We can already see that it's got a green trim opposed to the red trim of the Mario game. So let's slide it out. And there you go. Yep. Very similar looking. We've got the D-pad. We've got the A and B button. It's got a select and start button on it, which I don't think the other one had. We'll check a side by side later on when we've charged both. We've got pause, set, time and game again. And on the end, just as with the first one, we've got our power button and Type-C charging port, and then this little slot here, which again I'm not too sure what that is, but there's nothing else on show. So yeah, so we'll charge this one up as well just in case, and we will have a play with both in a moment.
A few moments later.
Okay, so these have been charged up now, so here they are, both of them, side by side again. And we're going to have a look first at the Super Mario Bros. Version of the Game & Watch. So I'll just move everything else out of the way. So I think the button on the side, we just press that. And look at that, there you go, fantastic. Beautiful, isn't it? Look at that. So it says press the time button, so that's what we'll do. So by pressing the time button, I can actually change the background. That's quite cool. So to set time, we'll go down to here. It's the A button. It's actually 12:33 p.m. at the moment, so we'll put it to that time. See if the beeping stops when we get that finished. So there you go. No, it's still beeping. So which background do you like best? Comment below. So we'll press the game, and you can see here on the menu that we've got 3 options. Super Mario Bros, Super Mario Bros 2, which of course is the Lost Levels, I believe, and we've also got Ball. Let's start up the game. Let's have a look, see what it looks like. So we've got a 1-player or 2-player game. I wonder how you would play 2-player. Maybe that's what that's about. Maybe you can link it up to your friend and have a little 2-player game. We're going to play 1-player because I'm on my own here. There you go. There's that recognisable tune. I have to say as well, the speaker, I can actually feel it vibrating under the Game & Watch on the tips of my fingers. So there you go. It's quite hard to play it with it being so small, to be honest. It's just tiny. Yeah. So I'm not the best player in the world. I do apologise. I'm sure somebody's watching and getting frustrated. Got that coin. Can we go down on that one? No, I can't remember. It's been years since I played this. I don't know of any way to turn the volume down. I don't know if there's a way of doing that. Ah, there you go. We'll just bring it down a little bit. Yeah. There you go. So, yeah, good fun. It's just, yeah. Classic gaming. So I think, but yeah, there you go. We can fire. Oops. Yeah. It's been a while. So we start back here, do we? And there's coins in there. I'm trying to keep it sort of centre of the camera. Well, there you go. That invincibility has run out, so there you go. Well, there you go. Not the best player in the world, I know that. But let's have a look back at what else we have. We have the Lost Levels, which I'm going to be even worse at because it's more difficult, of course. I don't know much about it, but I know one thing. It's notoriously difficult. We'll have a go as Luigi. Mix things up. So the colour palette basically changes, that's all. Ooh. Seems to be able to jump higher as well. Wow. Oh, get that. We want the mushroom. What? It killed me? Okay. Well, that's interesting. Let's have a look at Ball. I did have a Game & Watch collection, I think, on the Game Boy. So I have actually played this before. It's very simple. You just sort of move the arms left to right to catch the balls. So there you go. You kind of work out where they're going to be. And it's just a case of trying to get your top score, I suppose. Very simple. Yeah. So there you go. That is the Game & Watch. Probably a lot of fun to take with you on the, on a long train journey, perhaps, or if you're on the plane and you haven't got much space for your Switch or, whatever else you have, your PSP or whatever, your Steam Deck, then that would actually fit in your pocket quite easily. But yeah, quite happy with that. Quite impressed. Yeah, quite nice. And also you can change the brightness on it. But yeah, quite nice. Okay, so now we're going to have a look at the Legend of Zelda edition of the Game & Watch. So again, we'll press the button. Yeah, we like that, don't we? Yeah, brilliant. It's so beautiful. It really, I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but it's just so gorgeous. You know, the colour really pops on that screen. So we press the time button again and we can change it. So how do we change it? Oh, it's the set button, wasn't it? I have to remember. So we've got an extra feature as well. I've already mentioned that this has more games featured on it than the Mario edition. They also have this wonderful the wonderful presentation box, which is a nice little extra. But I can see as well here on the menu that you've got the option of putting the auto sleep off. So that's something that they've also added to it. And there's these select and start buttons as well, which we don't see on the Mario version. So let's set the time anyway. So again, since I did the last one, it's now 39. So we'll put 12:39. And oh, look at that. That's cool, isn't it? Very nice. I'm sure if you're a big Legend of Zelda fan, you probably love this. It's fantastic. I'm more of a Mario fan than a Zelda fan, to be honest, or Link fan. But yeah, it does look gorgeous. The colours really pop on that screen. They're fantastic. And look at that. Again, it looks a little bit different to what we just saw on the Mario one. We've got 3 games included. We've also got these things here. We've got a timer and we've got a game as well. So we'll go through each one, play them a little bit. You can see you've got an English version and what I assume is a Japanese version of each game. Or there's a French, German, Japanese version of Link's Awakening. So that's really good if you perhaps are using Duolingo and perhaps you want to play it in a different language. Or if you're from one of those countries, you might like that. There you go. Again, sounds really nice. I can feel the vibrations on my fingertips with this one as well. Press the start button as it tells us. Register your name. I mean, Dan the Gaming Man. I don't think that'll fit. Let's go with DTGM. There you go. And we'll get started. I'll only play this for a minute or two. We won't. Again, I'm going to turn the music down a little bit. There you go. Doodle-doo. Yeah, fantastic. Don't want to fight anybody, do we? We'll go down into the cavern. We need a sword first. Yay! Now let's go fight those guys. Nice. Well, I'm a little bit better at this than I am Mario. I mean, it's easy enough to control. I mean, it's fine. You know, I don't think there's a problem, even though the screen's quite small and the game itself, you know, it looks beautiful, doesn't it? But it is small, much smaller than a Game Boy, I imagine. I wish I had a Game Boy next to me so I could compare the two. But yeah, I think it looks fantastic. Good fun. Right, let's see what else we've got then. So we've got the adventures, or the adventure of Link. I'm sure this is bringing back lots of nostalgia for some viewers. There we go, look at that. I just want this video to be really long, so I'm gonna... You have to put a name in. Okay, so we'll go Dan the Gaming Man again. So Dan the Gaming Man, and we're good to go. Nice. Oh, it's just brilliant. I mean, as I say, it makes me laugh because the screen is so small. You can barely see it. If you've got glasses on like me, that will certainly help you, I think, because it's tiny. My word, you might need a magnifying glass for this one. Oh, look at that. Good. Well, it's good fun, you know. Last one. Let's go check out the Link's Awakening, which is, for me, I think it's the best. I absolutely love this one. If we're talking classic Legend of Zelda. There you go. Look at that. I just can't get over how good it looks. Honestly, if you've not got yourself a Game and Watch, then you need to. It's fantastic. So this is obviously the original Game Boy version. It's not the Game Boy Color, which is a shame, because the other games look brilliant in colour. So I would love to have seen this in a colour version. Yeah, it looks brilliant. I mean, I'm getting sort of absorbed into the game. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love I absolutely love Link's Awakening. As you saw earlier on, I do have the remake from the Switch, which is absolutely gorgeous as well. But yeah, fantastic. I can't go anywhere yet. I've talked to this guy who looks a bit like Mario. Hey, that's my name. That's fantastic. It blew my mind when I used to play these games back in the day. Seeing your name on it. I think it's weird. Yeah, good fun. We're going to have a quick look at the other two things that are featured here. I don't know if they're both games. This one obviously is. This is, yeah, you kind of go across and you press the, I don't think you press anything actually. I think it will just hit it automatically. Yeah, I don't need to press A or B. Just move over. Oh, nearly. There you go. So next, have a quick look at the timer. So I think this is for, yeah, like a stopwatch kind of timer, isn't it? So you can time down something. Maybe you're cooking your dinner or boiling an egg and you want to time it, you can put it on. Brilliant. And while your timer's going, Link is running around and he's fighting enemies. There you go. He's keeping you nice and safe while you focus on boiling your egg or whatever it is you're doing. Yeah, fantastic. I'm really happy with this. I think it looks absolutely gorgeous. The yeah, both of them just look fantastic. I think if you have any interest in picking these up, I would highly recommend it, especially if you're a fan or a collector of Mario or Legend of Zelda memorabilia, then check it out. Thank you so much for joining me today and taking time out of your busy schedule to watch this little video by me, Dan the Gaming Man. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a like. A comment below if you picked up either of these or perhaps both of these Game & Watch devices, and let me know your thoughts in the comments. Also subscribe if you've not already, and I'll be back again next week with another video. Stay safe and keep gaming.